The additional parking lot being in the orange. So the additional parking lot is 5.3 million. Or 532,000. The existing parking lot, which is kind of the purple color, renovating it's about 500. They're about the same. So we're picking about $1 million in parking lots alone.
Okay, see, I thought the 500 and something was for all of it. That's
No,
what I was
no.
asking.
There's two sections.
I see.
So we're at right now $4.2 million.
How is it that it costs 500 and something thousand just to redo the parking?
It is expensive. The parking stalls at Skyview were just over $3,000 a piece when we did them. That was 3 years ago. That's how it worked out. That's how the math worked out for Skyview.
Did that include, that's just the paving or that included
That's-
the grading?
That's the grading, that's the curb and gutter, that's,
Striping.
we'll have some, yeah, that's striping, that's everything.
Turnkey on
So
that.
3,300 parking spots cost us $1 million.
This isn't half of 300 parking spots.
No,
That's
but
what I'm
it's
not understanding.
remove and replace. It's inflation. It's a petroleum product that goes into the asphalt for the binding. It's the slurry. It is quite costly.
These numbers are engineers' estimates? Is
These
that-
numbers are engineers' estimates, correct, based off what they're kind of seeing current markets and stuff. You know, the renovation of the hall part itself, really not costly. You know, because we're not doing a whole lot there. There's big numbers involved with the kitchen and the bathrooms. You know, there's the plumbing stuff that's coming with the kitchens and those are the big number items. We don't have to do all the site work. You know, but I kind of, something that I took to heart as a young kid, my dad had a saying, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Well, I look at it, if it costs this much to do it now, we did it piecemeal, how much more would that increase the price over time? Things only go up.
Things are only going up in this market. We are learning that every single day.
Yeah, but my problem is when you see the purple for the existing parking lot, we're not getting a new parking lot.
No,
We're getting patch, slurry and restripe. No, but you're also getting spots. You're taking out some of the turf.
so this is a whole, this is the driveway and the existing parking lot basically have to be removed, reground and repaved.
But that's
It
not
is
what that
beyond repair.
says.
I think I will verify with them. That's not what we talked about when we walked it. It's beyond repair.
Okay, but that's why I'm saying I don't think over $500,000 for patch, slurry and restripe.
I will verify that,
Okay.
but that's not the discussion. It couldn't even be Cat was their
No, and
discussion.
that's,
Yeah,
I
we
completely
understand.
agree with you. That's why I was shocked when it says patch, slurry and restripe. Because I don't want that patched and slurried.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but there's almost $500,000 just in contingency fees on this.
It's about a 10% contingency or 15% contingency is what most agencies are figuring.
I rounded it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, so it may not be that high. We don't 100% know. So
It's
we
how
are,
much? 50 and 50 is 100.
but you have 260, almost 264 for the remodel of the building, another 23,000 for the rest of it in the blue there.
Okay.
52,000 for the one parking lot, and then the other parking lot's 48,000. So that's why I said if you round that up, it's just a little over half a million.
100% agree. I looked at these numbers and cringed, you know, it's,
But if we do it 2 years from now, it's gonna be, 30-40% above that. So it's.
I hope it's not that high, but yeah, you are correct.
It could be.
Yeah. So the next question is, do we have this money right now? Yes, we do.
How much should we get in that grant? 200,000? Yeah, okay.
Not a significant amount, but yes, yeah.
Better than that.
No, I get it, yeah. So this is a discussion that I want to have with you guys, like, do we want to proceed and move forward? Is
Another
this-
question on this is, okay, so we spend the $4.3 million, we get this all done. What ability is that going to improve for us for renting the building and bringing in some kind of income from that to help start paying this off? What do you foresee that being?
Return on investment? Honestly, never. This is not a commercial facility like that we are looking at. We've just never managed this facility in that aspect. Even Skyview is not designed to repay our expenses. It's covering its operating costs. It's providing a service to the community. If you want to run this like a private facility, it goes out of business. to be honest, if you're looking to pay off your debt per se.
Right, but it seems that once we do all these renovations, we should be able to.
To cover our operating costs, yes. Repay, not gonna happen. It's
Cover
just,
our operating costs and set aside some money for, you know, future, do you think
Yes.
it would do that? That would
I
be what
I believe, yes, with the investments we've already made with the solar and stuff there, correct.
I don't like these numbers, but at the same time, I do believe that this community is sorely lacking in community facilities.
Mhm.
And we have that problem in that once Skyview was built, this becomes even less attractive. And so now we have a building that's very attractive to people and one that just looks like the frumpy great aunt who smells like mothballs. And we can't move forward with this one because I just think the frumpy consideration of it will just be continue and grow and, you know, I don't want my party there.
And I don't think we're proposing anything Taj Mahalish, for lack of a better term. We're looking at a quality looking facility, you know, that's, you walk in it now, there's a big crack in the floor. There's, you know, just,
Well, and those bathrooms are.
the bathrooms are horrible. We understand. That's what started this whole process. You know, make it presentable so somebody can come in there and have a nice party or reception. It's a great place for community meetings. More opportunities for dance classes or different classes that would go on in here. You know, we want people to be excited to coming to our facilities. Now it's kind of like, are you at the community center?
Yeah.
We wanna, we've done such a good job of improving our other outdoor facilities. We've got to show some love, you know, at other places too.
And again, I would like to see about. I really would like to see if when we build that front parking lot along Pedley. That we try to make that the main parking lot and entrance for the skate park. Rather than the other side, because that way there now, that parking lot is visible for police.
Yep.
Off Pedley, it's less likely to have issues. And just try to slowly transition that as being the go-to parking lot for the skate park.
And I don't think it would be a very hard thing to do.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, we'd have to relocate the entrance and stuff. Not saying we still couldn't have an
I
entrance.
think we'd have two,
Right.
because it's closer to the bathroom.
But if we even had a sign, skate park parking, you know, something, I mean, just try to make that. Because I like the fact that the parking lot from the skate park would no longer be hidden.
Yep.
In the back, and I think that security wise would be a benefit.
Nope, no. And now that we locked those gates, we've eliminated a lot of the issues we having at night, but no, that's always been one of our.
So I just kind of like to make sure we keep an eye on that going forward.
Well, and then the gate for this facility can be closed far earlier.
Yes, and still have entrance to the,
They can be
So
here.
skate park.
yeah,
So, you know, whenever whatever we're doing here is over at 5 o'clock, close those gates. You are no longer. Nope.
but I said, more than just being a consideration, I kind of like that to be kind of the plan going forward for that part.
Where was the grass? Oh, there's that grass area right there. It has the gazebo in it. No, the gazebo's gone.
We pushed it over.
So what are the thoughts for that?
Hot Tub uses it a lot. We use it for some outdoor activities and stuff. Honestly, in hindsight, we should have put the playground there.
Oh,
Hindsight's 2020.
do they take them out to the playground too?
Oh, yeah. Playground gets used a lot, but it just, you know, again, it's kind of hidden around the back of the building. It's just,
Yeah, it's an everyday spot.
yeah.
Well, it was put there because like when you're having classes and stuff in the building, you could be doing jazzercise or whatever.
Yeah.
And the kids are right there. You would not let your kids play out here while you're in the building. So I understand why it was put there. It wasn't just crazy talk.
No,
There was a good reason to put it there. But if that's not why you have it there, I mean, if it's more for tot time or whatever. And even then, if you're having an event here, let's say you're having a wedding or something, there's lots of kids. Still rather my kid go there.
There's still a lot of people that will have like a party there at JCC and they'll rent a jumper or something and they put it in that grass area. That happens quite often. It does get used. It was originally designed as a wedding garden. I think there's been one wedding.
Well, I think more would have to happen. It would be
Correct.
clear. There's not any good views.
And maybe that's a project down the road to put in a rose garden or something that's more inviting. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm thinking more doing something so that you can block off the views into the dirt or whatever, or the parking.
Giant hedge or something.
Yeah, or something,
Remember, there's a cell tower. back
or
there
something
to
that
look at.
is removable. Move it in, have a wedding, move it out, moving on. Okay. Anything else on the Sister Grid?
So just to confirm, I don't want to make any assumptions, but you're fine moving forward with this process and
Well, what would you-
it's a tough pill to swallow. We understand the fees that are coming with it.
What is the next step?
Just to go on to the next phase of the contract with the architect, which would be construction drawings that go to city for, reviews and stuff like that. That's when the facades we'll be looking at materials for flooring and.
So that's why you would bring it back. That's
Yep.
if it's,
Yeah, that's what we're back drawings.
all right then.
All right,
So are we done? Any more questions on this issue?
I think I have, appreciate it. Thank you.
General managers report?
Keep it a little brief tonight. Just want to remind everybody, Saturday morning, we have our community meeting at the 37th Street property. I'm sure we'll talk about it shortly. We had a community meeting, a park planning meeting about that. It was very productive. We have mailed out 358 flyers to residents within the general area of the community, north of Mission, between I can't think of the name there, a couple blocks to in every direction, kind of the people in that area, making sure that they know about it, invited out. The contractors from Community Works Design Group be on hand to present the project. So everybody's invited. It is considered a park planning meeting. So other board members would just need to limit comments. I don't know what to expect for residents. I hope we get 30 or 40 people. I think that'd be a huge successful meeting, in all honesty. We're excited about that. And then we're also gonna have a booth that night at our fall spectacular for the park as well, where people can comment on it and whole sticker thing. They have a happy face, a sad face, and a face type of a deal that they use, which I think is kind of fun. So we have that going, and then the spectacular, obviously. If you guys are interested in judging, we would love to have you again. Please be at the booth about 6 o'clock. For 6:30, we have brought in a stage this year as one of the things from last year that needed to elevate it, literally. So we're excited about that. We're just getting a lot of calls and positive comments.
So be at the booth at 6 for the 6:30.
For the 6:30 judging, yeah, exactly. And then I just want you guys, when you leave, look around our parking lot in the park. You're gonna see a lot of blue flashing lights. Those are security cameras that we've put in. Here,
Excuse me.
the building 2 out front, this is a project you guys approved a couple months back, and we've installed it. The ones in the parking lot are flashing, but not recording it. They'll be recording sometime next week. But we're just excited to see that. We've added them, another set at Glen Park. We've added the ones at Rancho Mira Loma. The other thing that our contractor did was, because they had switched to a upgraded DVR at no cost to us, they came and upgraded all of our DVRs in our existing systems. They did take back a couple of the original cameras we had from the skate park and Larimore Park, and they're refreshing them, warranting out a couple cameras. Those will be coming back next week for reinstall again. So we are getting to that point we've really pushed for on our security level. So we're excited to see that. You come in this morning, some time change, 7 o'clock, still kind of dark, and you can see what they do a good job. Our car that was parked over here, motorhome is gone. Don't know if that contributed to it or not, but we'll take it. But you see those blue flashing lights, and it's a good thing. And I told one of the maintenance guys, I could care less if we ever catch somebody vandalizing us. I want to prevent them from doing it. Just let them know that they're being watched, they go somewhere else. With that, I'd be available for any questions you may have.
Any updates on the master plan?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Earlier this week, we opened the public survey. The open survey for everybody. We have received about 280 of the responses from the original survey.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, it's a little lower than what we had truly hoped for, but in honesty, from their telling us, this is about what they're receiving in other areas. They have not tabulated anything yet. They will not tabulate anything until the surveys close. But so we sent an email out earlier this week. We will be pushing it at the spectacular for people with our business cards and flyers and all that stuff. It'll be open for about 3 weeks. Just kind of feeling, is that we'll know when we see that natural end when people have stopped responding. At that point, it'll take them 3 or 4 weeks to tabulate everything. We'll be looking for a public meeting on that to kind of give the results. So that's where we're at with the master.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. DeWitt? Mr. Leja, do you want to go first?
I really don't have any comment tonight.
Adidas?
Yes, I just want to thank staff for working diligently to resolve the soccer park issue. And it's spectacular. I'll be there.
I'm looking forward to spectacular as well, and I will be there. And speaking of black cats, okay, well, black and white cats, I just want to make a report. Parker is doing fine. He will get his first set of shots the next few days, and then he'll get a second set of shots in 2 weeks, and then he will get fixed, and then he will be available for adoption for a wonderful new home. He is a delight, although we're trying to teach him that fighting is not a good thing, because that's what kittens do, unfortunately. But right now, he is just a delight. We love him, but we don't need him. So I will send Mr. DeWitt pictures next week, and you can send out an email again.
Perfect.
Somebody needs to adopt this boy. He is a delight. Anyway, so yeah, I will be at Spectacular.
Likewise, I really appreciate staff being diligent on working with the leagues and the other folks were on the soccer field issue as well. I think we had a really good productive conversation. So we'll kind of see how we'll be dealing with it on a rolling basis. So hopefully find a permanent solution. I won't be able to go to Spectacular, but I'm pretty sure it will go well. Looking forward to everything happening for the rest of the year.
Oh, I do want to point out, you do need to let Mr. DeWitt know your plans for the city parade on the 11th, whether you plan on riding on the float, walking next to the float, having your own float, whatever your plan is. As I told you, I will not be able to be there because I've got a family thing going on that day, which you're running off base, but.
And we'll put out an email as well.
And so you see the committee reports for the Recreation Facilities and Special Events Committee and the Park Planning Committee that met in the last couple of weeks.
Just
And
add to the recreation facilities, we talk about, the discussions with the soccer and stuff. It's kind of brought some more things to light, and the board will bring this item back as another workshop. 2 weeks, I believe. And there'll be a couple more items coming from our discussion that we'll be adding to it, some things that the board needs to see that's on the radar. Again, as we're continuing to grow, we want to be prepared for challenges that may come our way so we don't end up with situations like we are. There's some things I think we can look at that will hopefully start to address it. So
thank you.
just get some guidance from the whole board.
As we have discussed earlier, we have a Park Trails and Arenas Planning and Development, future site of the future park on 37th Street. It's near the corner of Wallace, in case you're wondering. If you were to turn, you're going down through Rubidoux towards Riverside and you turn left on Wallace, then you're going to turn right on 37th Street and send down your right hand side. It's down there. Are there any items for future board meetings? No. Upcoming meetings, notice our next meetings are November 9th and November 23rd. And with that, I will adjourn this meeting at 6:48.
Thank you all very much. Playing to catch. Bob, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry I couldn't be more help.
You're always a huge help.
Oh, we had.
I might miss your next meeting. I have to warn you.
Oh, yes, you told me about that, yes. Bob will not be able to attend. He has a funeral on next week. Yeah,
Are you back to work on Monday or you have a night?
back to work on Monday. But if you need me, I'm just flying tonight. I'm available all day tomorrow. Flying, I'm gonna end the share. Yeah,
What time's your flight?
10:10.
Tonight.
So I'm leaving here shortly.
Is it?
I land
Very-
in- No, it's LAX.
Oh, dear.
So we have a float again.
We will, same one, basically. If you want to ride.
I want to
Bob,
ride.
I'm in the meeting unless you have a question.
No?
Okay, if you need to call me, go ahead. I'll be on the road for a couple hours tonight.
All right.
Talk to you
Good,
later.
everybody.
If we can get,